Give me the time, please.
It's 12:22.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Brenda. Today I came to go live. I want to discuss a topic, a situation that I've been dealing with. And so I thank you for coming. I'm not chatting with anyone, but to give my point of view of what's been happening with me, been going on with me. So just bear with me. It's so much to tell because after 5 years of this ordeal that I've been going through with 5 years, that I've been going with what I'm going through, even last night, as early as last night. So really, I came to YouTube that this might stop. And I had a channel where I was telling my story, and it seemed like it wasn't perceived, um, accepted. But now that I've been here over a year, I feel that my story would be accepted and people would really truly get a chance to see and understand what I'm saying and what I have gone through. I came to YouTube because this is what I was going through, um, coming here to this area where I live uh, for now 5 years. My daughter passed, and I have her two young people. They teens now, and so I'm going to take my time because it's a lot to tell. And what is going on with me? I speak on this issue every day. I speak on this issue morning, noon, and night because even I cannot believe what is happening to me. I cannot believe it. And so now, I'm an outgoing person and I enjoy talking. And as you can tell on all my videos, I really don't speak because I'm just wondering how to express what I'm fixing to tell you. So now it's time to express it, air myself, get it out in the open, let the public decide. You know, is this happening or is it not happening? This lady telling the truth or she not telling the truth? She making it up or she not making it up? So after living this thing that length of time and with all the pain and agony and the suffering and the hurt and the irritation, you got to tell somebody. And my doctor seen it. She seen it where I was grieving over my daughter's passing, and she's wanted me to go see another doctor, and I was going through some other challenging changes, which what I'm finna talk to you all about today, because this is absurd. Believe me, I can't believe it. So here goes. I had to go and I had to study. I'm 71 years old, and I had to study. I had to do research on what was happening to me because I do have a philosophy. I have a philosophy of my own that the life I save will be my own. I've always believed that all my life. That if anyone's life that I will save, I need to save, it will be my own. So I began the research. I began to look for answers to my problem. Well, what is this? I made a report. Where I live here, I made a report to the front office. I written a letter, and the lady was just like, you know what, lady, look, I can't deal with nothing ghostly. She didn't say it like that, but it's the idea, like if it ain't in the physical, I don't know what to tell you. I don't really know what to tell myself. It is not physically that I can see, I even talked to her with the constable, and they said, like, well, ma'am, we'll take your report, but nobody deals with the unseen. And so, okay, cool. But this is what I'm dealing with even now. And so the main reason I'm bringing it out slowly, I had been talking about it, but now I want to expound and I want to hit hard on it I want to bring it out because someone gonna know what I'm talking about. Somebody smarter than me, somebody highly intelligent than me, somebody would know. All right, lady, okay. This electric magnetic waves and rays, this can happen to anybody. Well, it's happening to me. And so I having to deal with this situation up to and almost going on now 5 years. And so I want to know. I found some little small answers to deal with the problem, but I'm bringing it out because I really wanted to stop. Like that's why I came. I came to YouTube because it's a media. You go to the public, you tell them what the problem is. Hey, somebody got some answers for you. Somebody got some comment. Somebody, hey, lady, you crazy, going on. Or somebody got some real deep answers that can tell you, yeah, I know about that. Look, I'm not trying to be smart because electric magnetic waves, EMF rays and waves, they do exist. They do exist. And like they say, we use computers, we use TVs, we use our telephone, we use stoves and anything electronic that you plug up into the wall. And then here I am. I'm living over here in a commercial district, in these cell towers and things of that nature. But I'm being stung like today. This moment, I'm not being stung. It's like when there's like the apartment building is full, then I'm getting a ray falling down in my head. I'm getting stung in my head, or I'm getting stung on my feet, or on my shoulders, in my back. And I have endured this shit. Excuse my French. You need to know. For 5 years, I had to endure this. And I'm fed up. I'm fed up. And I'm speaking about it. I'm speaking out about it. I'm telling my story. I'm telling anybody and everybody who will listen and who wants to hear me. Because this is like, to me, under attack. I've been living in my area of apartment. I pay my rent every month. I mean, that's not the idea. But it's like, okay, lady, if this is happening to you where you are, why don't you get up and move? Look, you can't get up and move where you are paying your money and everybody live from paycheck to paycheck, money to money. You just can't get up and just pack up and run and go. And another thing, I'm not that type of person to run on no account. You can't beat me in the ground that I'm going to run. Because I may jump back up and you'll hear from me. I don't run. But I tell you what, I wished I had a ran. I wished I had her. Okay? But this is what is happening to me. Electric, magnetic rays and waves falling down. And then the thing about it, I had to do research. I'm not no person of research to research nothing out. I found out that the EMF paint, they have that. You can paint your house where these rays don't come in on you, drop on they can drop anywhere on your body, in your head, on your neck. And guess what? They burn, they sting, and they hurt. Yes. And this is what I had to live and endure for 5 years. So I'm coming out of my cocoon. I'm letting you all know what is happening to me. And I'm not going to take it anymore. If I can do all that big researching to find out what it is, what it was, well, I can take another step. I'm not going to take it anymore. And many people going to see the video. They know me. They see me. We see you. Yeah. Well, it's going to have to stop today because I got other procedures that I will be taking and measures I will be taking. Because this is absurd to live in an apartment and having to live this day and night and day for 5 years under attack. Yes, I'm 71. Old lady, but see you old. This is what happens to. I don't think so. I think somebody is smarter than me, know more than me, and know better than what better than this, what been going on. Yes, I do believe that. So I had to do the research. Okay. And I'm getting cut on my feet. And the thing about these rays, these arrows, when they hit you or when they cut you, a ray cut you, you're not gonna bleed, but it's gonna hit your inward flesh. It's gonna make it sore. It's gonna make it ache. It's gonna make it burn. It's gonna make it sore. And the thing about it is, I have bought this Hims cream. I mean, every month for 6 months, 7 months, I bought Hims cream, which cost me $43 a bottle. The real tall bottle of Hims cream, and every month I used each bottle up. $43 for 6 to 8 months. And I had to come up. I said, Lord, is this what it is? Is there anything else out there? So then I began to listen at this other doctor, and she spoke about castor oil. And I began to use that for another 7 to 8 months. Castor oil is excellent. I'm not trying to plug in no commercial on anybody, but I tell you, if I spent $11 for 2 bottles, or $11 sometimes for one tall bottle of castor oil, you put on your skin, it soothes the skin for any ache and pain. And that's how I have gotten over and through a lot of these times and moments that I have been going through. Hims cream and castor oil, gallons, big tall containers. And every month I've been used every one. I have to put it around my neck. I have to put it on my shoulders. I have to put it under on my abdomen, my stomach. I have to rub my knees with it. I have to rub my legs with it, my foot under, on top and under my foot, for these rays and arrows that have been hitting me. They've been hitting me. Yes, this is what I have had to endure, and I think I endured it pretty well. But now I ain't taking it no more. Okay, I ain't gonna take it no more. So if anyone, and I know there's some smart people out there, I give them a lot of credit. I don't know who they are. There's some smart folks who know about electric magnetic waves and rays, how it can injure you, how it can cause you pain and hurt. And let me tell you something. I have bought caps, the EMF caps to go over your head. I had to buy me some socks. And let me tell you something. All that helped for a moment. I was just getting from moment to moment, from time to time, from month to month. I've been using that to get through and make it through. Okay? And so I'm 71. Look, I don't go outside very much. I should take a walk. I should do exercise. And maybe I'll pick that up sooner than later. I just got me some grounding sheets. And I tell you, they fantastic. Sheets and pillowcases that one doctor taught me and trained me that if you don't go outside in the sun much, you can or you go outside and walk in the grass barefooted. But these grounding sheets act in the same manner. And I tell you, I would lay in my bed before I got these grounding sheets, and I couldn't even turn over. With these sheets, I can turn over, I can move about, I can sit, prop my feet up. These are some amazing sheets and pillowcases. This is what I did for me. And I really hope that if anyone listening, that these sheets is the way to go. If you got arthritis, you got pain in your knee, you got pain in your neck, you have pain in your body, these sheets and pillowcases is tremendous. So this is what I did. I got this for Christmas. I treated myself to a birthday present. And this is the best gift ever. You go on Amazon, look it up. Ground grounding sheets, SHEET. It goes on your bed. Your sheet go on your bed. You plug it up to the grounding. They got the instructions on how you plug it up into the wall through the grounding, that other little hole. You don't. It'll show you. It'll show you just how you can use it. But I'm talking about raised every day of my life that I have to talk about this every day from this day forward. I really hope I don't have to talk about it because there are other levels. And now it's time to get to another level on this. So I hope it stopped. That's what I came here. I've been on YouTube for about a year now. I came in October 9th of 2024. 2024, I came to YouTube. And I came with the thought in mind of telling others about what I had gone through. And that's why I don't talk and I don't speak every day because I'm in pain, I'm suffering. So now I should be able to get over it and tell you the truth and tell you how I feel. And this should not happen. If someone is doing it, they should cut it out. We shall really see. So I brought it to the audience attention. I wanted y'all to know what was going on with me. Well, this lady don't say nothing. I got a voice. I can talk. And believe me, like many of y'all don't take no stuff. I know it. You don't take, I don't either. I don't take it. I don't take no stuff. But I wanted to come and let you know how I feel on a daily, what I've been going through. And this is ridiculous. I hope my people in the front office get a hold of my. Oh, I told people in the complex, hey, I'm on YouTube. This is what I do. This is a job for me. This is what I do. I worked 22 years in the healthcare industry, in that profession. Yes, I worked for one of the best hospitals in the in the world, in the Texas Medical Center. Yeah, well, there it is. One of the best of the best. People from all over the world come to it. I just gave them a plug in. I wasn't intended, but I worked there for 22 years. I was excited and I stayed until it was time for me to retire and I left. That's what I did. But I worked in the finance department. I wasn't a nurse, didn't work alongside the doctors, but I tell you what, finances was very important that those bills got paid. Yeah. So I did that. And so with this in mind, uh, trying to deal with my everyday, well, see, I've been retired for a minute. In a moment, I've been retired for about 15 years or more. So now, since I've been retired, in the passing of my daughter's home, passing, I have her two teens here, and I take care of them. And they're teenagers. They're doing great. They're doing wonderful. And I'm an artist. But if you think that I can draw, my grandson is the best. He got that down pat. He's a perfectionist. He can truly draw. He don't want me to show y'all any of his drawings. He don't want me to show any of his business. So I have to stay out of his business. And that's what I do. But I got my own artwork and I do my own thing. And that gives me a lot of great pleasure. Pleasure that I can use when I'm not in pain and hurting. In this very moment, I'm glad about it. I'm not hurting because these rays and arrows, I kind of equipped it, connected with an individual. I don't know, but it better stop because if it don't, there is other levels that it's going to be going to. There's no threat. It's promises. Even my doctor know that. She said, madam, we can send you to someone that can check you out and check on you. But I wanted to bring it to my audience. I want to bring it to my people first and let them know how I feel about this here. And it's been going on too long for me have to endure that. And this has been, and even as I live here now, so many questions I know you probably want to ask. Well, lady, won't you go on and go? Ain't nobody running though. Ain't nobody running. Everybody gonna have to deal with this. Everyone gonna have to deal with this here. What's going on? Electric magnetic rays. This should not have to be. We know we have, all the technology of the world today. We got the computers and all the electronics, TVs, and like I say, I'm over here in a commercial district. People got all the food changes. They got all their lights on, and when it get dark over here, nightfall, the lights come on. Lights be on over here in the daytime, and then when nightfall, the lights are on. All that energy, you know. I had to study and find out the energy cannot be destroyed. It's just only transferred over. It can be transferred. You cannot create it nor destroy it. It's just transferred. And where it goes, I don't know. But when it comes my way, I can really feel it. Excess energy. And when them rays hit me, it hit me hard. And so I want to also call to your attention about the paint, because it came to my mind that I said, wait a minute, if that being the case, they should have a paint. They should have a paint where you can paint your walls, and those rays and arrows and whatever is coming through the tower, your cell phone towers, you won't, that should be where they can't get through your apartment or your apartment walls or where you live. And I began to call, plugging in somebody else, the big famous, what is that paint store that you call? Start with a big giant S, share with you. But anyway, I don't plug nobody in. But Amazon got the paint on sale. The electric magnetic ray wave paints for your walls. You paint your walls, and then it's going to be a dark film, and then you paint over that. And it's a big 5-gallon can, and it costs $238. Costs big money for a 5-gallon can of paint. That people who don't know about the paint, and I had to do the research on all of that. I'm talking today with ease about it, but believe me, it was hard. It was a hard deal, and I had to articulate my mind. I had to do a lot of hard thinking about what paint they got to paint, yeah, and all the oils that I use, the castor oil. And if you use castor oil today for pain, you will be relieved of that pain. I mean, you can look on my Amazon stroller, and you can see every month for 7 to 8 months I bought castor oil. Yeah. And I used a big bottle every month for the pain that I was having, for the burning and stinging. When it first started, I was taking showers. When it cooled down the burn, but that wasn't good enough. Because when an arrow hit you or a ray hit you, you're going to have a fever. It's going to raise your temperature level. I learned all that crazy stuff. I learned all that weird stuff. It's really not crazy, but because if a ray hit you, electric magnetic ray hit you, your body going to heat up. And what's going to bring it down? Sometimes water can't bring down that temperature, but an oil base, which is castor oil, or a Hims cream, that can bring that temperature down. And you can use Hims cream for arthritis. I'm 71. And if I need it, I'll use it. And if I don't need it, oh well, I done bought enough of it. So for those who are having pain in your body, I tell you, rub that on you. Use it. It's excellent. I didn't go to the doctor to get that. Well, I listened to doctors that was on YouTube, on the YouTube deal. I listened to doctors there. And I tell you, I found out there's some excellent doctors out there, some good ones. I just listened at them. Got educated to what they were talking about. It got the cream, got the oil. I take care of myself. But for these rays happen to me each and every day of my life, that's got to cease. That's got to stop. No, I can't run. I can't leave where I live at and pay my bills every month. And I ain't about to run. What it's going to do is going to stop, because I'm sensing that it's more to that. It's somebody behind them rays. If they're automatically falling and things of that nature, well, they don't hit me all the time. It's somebody with an electric magnetic ray gun or a laser or something of that nature touching my body during the night when I'm asleep. I have been touched on the tip of my toe. Can you believe that? On the tip of my toe, I've been touched. On my finger, on my fingertips. Yeah, yeah, this is crazy stuff. This is real. This is crazy stuff that makes me look like I'm crazy. Because I've never in my life, and I'm 71, and I've never in my life having to deal with anything ridiculous as this. Never, ever. And it's going to have to cease, and it's going to have to stop. And we shall see. We most certainly going to have to see, is this going to really stop? Because I wanted to bring my doctor, she knew what I was going through. She said, well, I can give you a referral, and you can go and visit, and you can see this person or that. No, I wanted to bring it to my people first. I wanted to bring it to YouTube. I want to bring it to the public. Y'all decide whether, hey, this lady is bananas. This lady done flipped her lid, done flipped her wig. I want you all to know, because somebody somewhere is going through this and they don't know what to do. Suffering. They're going through this and don't know what to do, because I suffered for a long time before I started researching. I mean, what is this? This quantum physics. I had to get me a book and study that. Hey, I wasn't in the business of doing this kind of study, but I had to help myself. I did this. And indeed, I did. Anywhere I get hit with a ray or somebody sting me, I get that castor oil and it clears it up. I have been hit. I mean, one time I was hit so hard that ray went through and hit me on my bone. I can't even explain that. On my bone. It hit my bone. It sure did. I can't even explain it. And and I'm saying this laser taser weapon has touched me all over my body. If that ain't disrespect, what is it? Has touched me all on my body. And I'm saying, who is controlling this object? How can you touch me all on my person like that? Come on now. And that's why I'm telling my story, because some of this is out of hand. For you to touch me all on my person? No, somebody knows something. And I'm in a full apartment. We got 4 families here in an apartment complex. This ray, this laser, this taser. I mean, what's going on? Somebody needs to know. And you all are the first to know, before secondly, somebody else gonna be knowing. And then thirdly, there will be some greater people knowing. Because I'm telling my story. I'm telling it. Because this should not have happened to me. And because it did, I am infuriated. Truly I am. I am upset. I don't like it one bit. I had to endure this for 5 years. And finally I had to decide, should I tell them or should I not? Well, I'm tired of suffering. My suffering days are over. I ain't going to suffer not another minute to an hour. But the thing about it is, I thank y'all for allowing me to speak my truth, tell what's wrong, what's happening to me. Maybe I can proceed farther and come correct and talk life, Yeah, I believe. I do believe. Still got the faith. My faith is intact. It has not been destroyed. My faith is. Now faith is. I got that same now faith. It has not been destroyed. Hebrew 1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Pray about everything. Take it to the Lord in prayer. And he have given me wisdom in some of this. He have guided me through some of this here. And I say, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've never seen this before. I didn't even know this was coming. I didn't even know this was coming my way. This was just as bad as anything else would go anybody else's way. It's still bad. It's still terrible. So I want y'all to know how I feel. I'm still standing. I'm still here. The enemy still didn't win. So I done taken my time out. I mean, I'm high level energy. I'm high, I got a greater level of energy, and so I wanted y'all to know how bad it was, and it was pretty bad. And I hope that it will halt. It will come to a stop. I hope I done disclose it. I hope I done brought it out in the open. Bring out the beast. Let the story be told. What's going on with you, lady? What's happening to you? You know, I wanted the story out. I didn't want to. I didn't want my story to be behind closed doors. Oh, it's so personal. This is personal to everybody. Because if this is happening to you, you should do something about it. You should not fear. And then the enemy try to shame you. Bring you into shame and submission. If I can shame you, you gonna stay in darkness. You're not gonna come to the marvelous light. Well, the devil is a lie. I made my way, and I'm gonna continue making my way. So 2026 is all good. It's a blessed year. I'm glad I'm here. I'm so glad I'm here that I mentioned something one time, and they said, cut, no more. Don't, lady, look, don't say that no more. Cut. I said, oh, okay then. All right then. I'm not going to prophesy. I'm just going to just go on. I don't have that title, but if something come up on me, I'm going to let you know. I will let you know. Go check out some of my videos. I've told a story what I aided and assisted somebody, and I got some feedback. I mean, I was just taken. So I like to tell stories. Now I can proceed to tell my stories. I got other stories, things that has come and gone and went, and new things is developing and coming. And so I'm looking forward to some great things, some good things for this 2026 to take place. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm in hopes of like everybody else. Something big is gonna happen. I'm looking forward to that. I believe that something great and big is going to happen, because the first thing that did another good thing that did happen. This is something good. Now, what I told you was terrible, but this is what good that happened to me. Yeah, somebody sent me a check. Yeah, they sent me a check. But let me tell you something. The interest rate is so high. I couldn't cash that check. I'm sorry. I couldn't cash it. I just couldn't cash it because the interest rate is just too high. But you can try me again later and see will I cash another one. But the interest rate on that particular check was just too high, so I couldn't cash it in. But don't stop sending me some checks now. Don't stop. But I didn't cash that one. So God still yet blessed me anyway. God is a good God. When one door closed, another one opened up. So it's all good. But let me tell you something. You got to be careful with these checks, because you'll get a check and you don't even know you got a check. You better open that envelope all the way through. Open that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and there you go. You look at the bottom, and there your perforated check. Sign it, turn it over to the bank, and start working on it that day. But I was grateful. But the interest level of it was too much for me, and it don't always happen like that. But it was all good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the thought. And so every now and then it'll happen. God is good. People have been running me down, trying to give me some money, but at the same time they try to give me some money, I got to pay it back. Y'all want to give me some money? Give me some free money. I don't have to pay back. I don't have to pay back. Like the lady she told me to my face. The lady told me to my face. And I was just in awe when she told me that. She said, somebody need to give you some money. I said, what? I was just taking. I ain't never heard that before. Never heard it before in my life. She said, somebody need to give you some money. I said, what? And so somebody did. But the interest on it was too high for me. Okay, I think she was talking about some of this free money because they got all these tickets out here, baby. Somebody should babe. You know what? God bless the one that got that 1.8 billion. I guess it was all gravy. Praise the Lord. It's all good. So, it's always something to smile about. At the same time, there's other negativity that, comes and goes. You know, God was gracious and always have, and who He is, He always will be the great I am. And so, uh, I didn't even know I was coming today. Sometime when I do what I do, I don't even know that I'll be coming. I just get up and Lord say, just go, just go, just go. You know, I'm around here. How the Lord send me, send me. I need to tone that down. So, Lord, I'm 70 years old. Where am I going? Where you want to send me? But I can always tell somebody something somewhere. Give them a smile, give them a word, the word of God that He still yet lives forevermore. And so it's just wonderful being here. I have to even put on my glasses to see what time it is because I need let's see here. Okay, 36 minutes is not bad. I remember the time when, for some reason, I talked for 2 hours. I don't even know what the heck said, but I can go back and view the clip if I choose to. But I'm so glad that you all here. You can hear me out, and somebody somewhere may be going through what I had gone through already. 2026, I promise you, I'm not going through that. I say I better not go through that because I'm gonna have to tell somebody. Now I done told my people. I done told the audience. I done told the public. Now, because somebody knows about these arrows and rays. And whatever I need to do to have it checked out, I'm gonna check it out. Because I'm not gonna take no more abuse living in my place where I have to pay my rent. No, I'm not. No, these rays. Next thing I'm gonna introduce the front office to is this EMF paint. They need to paint these walls. And another thing, since I'm on it, to each his own. But knowing that these rays and arrows do exist and they fall on people and people don't know why they scratching and they burning and itching and stuff, they need to they need to get a code together. How them? I ain't trying to get in their business, but all of that got to be approved. Every apartment here that exists need to be painted and sealed with this paint. It ain't not. Remember the lead. Lead. These homes that got lead in it. How that if you don't tell them that this home has lead in it, there'll be a situation going on. Well, that's the same way with these apartments. They need to paint every apartment there is with EMF paint because they got to paint. And I was amazed. And somebody need to say it. Give the big wheels a opportunity to look into it and say, you know what? This is a good deal. This is a deal for the people, for these homes. These people want to build these apartments. They want to build them up, but they don't want to protect them. I remember that they got a safety deal in some apartments where fire won't cross over to another apartment because of the sealing of the material that they put in that area of apartment. It don't cross over. The fire won't cross over to another apartment and just burn up everything. They got that going on. So they need to gather this new thing going on with this EMF paint. Every apartment should be painted with that type of material, paint that rays won't get through with the cell phones now. You got your cell phones, you got your computers, everything. You got your lights. I got the light on now in order to, so something can be cleared. You got your refrigerator, your stove and washer and your dryer. You got everything electrical that you can imagine. Lamps, everything that's that is electronic, electricity. But one thing that I thought was really excellent, which they have had it for a long time, but This year is my first year that I got chance to use these little lights that run by battery, and your tree won't get burnt up. You know, people lost homes and houses because they put them big bulbs on their Christmas tree and stuff, and the house and the whole thing, and then everything just catch a fire. Everything burnt down. But now they got these little lights that you can put on your tree and decorate it around any area that you want, and by battery, and it won't catch fire. And that's pretty good. I mean, we done came a long way with this electricity business. And so that's fantastic. And they need to carry forth this EMF paint. Yeah, it's out there on YouTube, out there on Amazon. Amazon carry this paint now. 5 bucket gallons of paint that you paint the wall, and it's gonna be a dark color, and then you color your wall with shell or white or all blue, any colors that from that point on. But it protects the inside of the apartment. You paint your ceiling. It protects the inside of the apartment, so these rays and these arrows won't get in and hit people all in their head. I've been hit all in the head with rays. Yeah, they don't got the best of me. Yes, they have. I've been hit all in the head, and it burns. I have to go and wash my hair, because if you just let it sit, the temperature of your skull, or that area, it's gonna be heated up. It's gonna be heated up. I learned all this here. I learned this. Now, why should I have to having to have learned all of this? Why do I need to know this? Well, I got the information. This is what has happened to me. This is what I've been through. Uh-huh. When they hit me on my shoulder with that ray, I mean, like, I have to protect. I have a pillow that I put around my neck, and it's swollen over here now. It hit me with that ray, and I put that castor oil on it, and I bring the level of heat down, because that's what it does. Hey, I'm everyday people. I'm everyday people, and I had to learn all of this highly exclusive knowledge that, hey, now that I know how to keep myself safe, and why not share it with the audience? If you going through some stinging and burning, just put that castor oil on your skin. It's gonna tone that burn down. I mean, you can wash it with water, and he's feeling the presence of heat still there. Well, put some castor oil on it. You got some fantastic doctors, herbal doctors on site. They can teach you some stuff. But I've always said, and I truly mean that I try to save my own self, my own life, to the fact that I can take care of myself. Try to eat right. But I'm gonna start exercising. That's coming up next. That's coming up next. I'm gonna try to do some exercises. So I'm glad I have an audience. And I call y'all. I call this Front Street. I came to Front Street to tell you what was happening with me, and I call y'all my peeps, that I can tell y'all about what's going on with me. I'm just trying to enjoy my retirement, enjoy being at home, and doing what I do, and my artistry work, my artwork, and that's what I enjoy doing until I began to do a little expansion and stuff of that nature, whatever. But hopefully, I I get across to anyone who has been burning with rays and arrows and lasers and tasers, all that stuff. It hurts. And don't let one hit you coming real fast at you and it really hit you. It can hit real hard. And guess what? I suffered a great deal. But I feel that since I brought it to the public, to the people, I'm not going to suffer as much or greatly as I have. If anybody was participating in it, I think they're going to tone it down. I think they're going to tone it down. They're going to put a stop to it altogether. Because I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to tell the story, and I'm going to tell it. Because a person, you or I, we shouldn't have to live like this for somebody to be attacking you with high energy laser you know, tasers or these rays jumping from wherever they jump from. And I think on the real, it should be a code for these apartment complex, not only my this one I'm in, but any of them out there in the city. They should paint these apartments with that EMF safety paint. So rays and arrows and of that sort, energy from these towers don't get in on people while they sleep or whatever they're doing. Yeah. So that's what it was. And so um, they should come up with a new ruling. And I feel more comfortable now that I've got that out in the open, that I've told the story, and someone can take heed, get you some Hims cream. If you're just naturally burning, your skin is irritating and it's burning and it hurts and it aches and it's good. These two creams, all in cream, is good for aches and pains. It's external. Put it on your knee, put it on your leg, put it on your arm, put on your hand if it's burning from irritation of heat. Because if um, one of them rays hit you, one of those arrows hit you, it's gonna cause a burning sensation. It's gonna cause a stinging sensation. And it's really crazy because if it hits you, you get the burning and stinging, you start, like I'm hurting right here, you don't even know the reason why you're aching, why you're burning. You know, you go take a shower, you're still in pain. Well, get you some Hems cream, HEMP, the Hems cream. I spend $40 for a tall bottle, $40 every month for about 7, 8 months. And I asked the Lord, I said, how long this gonna go on? And then I moved over. I got some more knowledge on, well, castor oil. This doctor was talking about it. She was talking about it and how good and how excellent it was. I said, well, I probably need some of that. Let me try that. And I tried, and that was good. But the arrows and rays and the laser tasing and stinging still didn't stop. And what they like to do, and it's crazy. This arrow ray hit me on the side of the neck like it's trying to hit my this vein or something. Oh yeah, it's something. That's why I'm telling my story. I'm telling my story because I'm sleeping at night and I'm being attacked in my sleep. Can you believe that? I wake up, I'll be sore in the morning. So what I do, I take me a shower or I get up and I just start putting this cream all over my body and it does relieve the pain. It does relieve the pain. But why is this having to, I have to be attacked like this here? Or why I'm under this type of condition that I'm being treated or handled like this here? You know, I ain't gonna say the people in the front office don't care, but I don't think they got the knowledge and the wherewithal of understanding and knowing what these rays and arrows will do to you. They don't know if you have not experienced this thing, you don't know. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, that lady's crazy. Let me stroll. Let me move on to something else. I don't even know what you're talking about. It ain't happening to me. Let me move on. But if it was happening to you, you would take time out and you would listen. What can you do about it? What can you do about it? What do you want to do about it? Because who wants to stay in pain? It's good for arthritis. Yeah, yeah. And my grounding sheets, they're excellent for pain. If you can't move, you lay on that grounding sheet. Just you. It's like, hey, if you don't like sleeping with clothes on, you want everything off, okay? And get on your sheets and relax and chill, just you in your room taking care of you. And so I've also trained and taught and learned to wear cotton. That's a good vibrational level of energy too. And this here, what I got on is nowhere near cotton. I don't even know if this rayon, polyester, or what, but anyway, I try to wear cotton. My 90s are cotton wear. And cotton wear is good. That cotton wear is very good to lay on grounding sheets. And if you got arthritis, I tell you, get you some grounding sheets. The pain level will come down. If it don't be out cut out altogether, that pain level will come down. I got me some shoes. They got it for the EMF, uh, for grounding. Well, this is for grounding. I got the shoes. Anything that's gonna help me out, I got it. And gonna continue to uh, get more of the sheets. They say that I can wash it under a gentle cycle and unplug it. I have to unplug it and then wash it with some wool lighter, some draft, some nice soft tone washer, fabric softener or something like that. And so that's what's been happening to me. 5 years. You know, I've told a couple of people, but let me tell you something. When you keep telling the same people over and over, people don't want to hear it. Look, you need to do something about that problem. You need to go to somebody who can help you out, who you can talk to, tell them what's going on. So what greater deal than having a live audience to tell it to? Okay? So I came here to YouTube, told you about it, 51 minutes, 14 seconds to let you know what's going on. Maybe I can proceed with my life doing what I enjoy doing. And so I wanted to let y'all know. It feels so much better off of my chest. I really hope it's going to be off of my body too. I hope I don't get this being stung, on my body no more. So, and it's good for stiff necks. That castor oil, if your neck is stiff, put that castor oil on there. It gets stiffness and soreness out your body. It really is. It really helps. I'm not saying nothing new. This is it's other people knows about this. It just so happened that I listened to the doctor. I followed her instructions. I began to use it, and I said, "Hey, I like this. This is helping me out." So I got me some, and I bought me a bottle last month. Well, the entire month I didn't have to use so much because I was getting my grounding sheets. So that's what I did. So I tell you what, I appreciate y'all coming, listening. I hope y'all could take something away from with this here. I'm gonna go put a little oil around my neck, and because this some more stinging laser taser stinging me and going on happened to me. But I'm gonna go put me some little oil on me, and I'm gonna carry on my day because this is what I do. The things that I enjoy doing, I want to do. So I don't want to have to report back to you all telling y'all this will happen again. I'm being under attack again. And that's why I brought it to Front Street. This is what I call bringing the YouTube, calling it Front Street. I brought it to Front Street, let Front Street know what's going on. This should not, now, raise, if this stuff is happening, the raise is dropping, well, these people need to take heed and warning to paint these apartments with some of this EMF paint. This should be the new age thing going on. The paint air. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I was I went to the toilet. You know, I would go to the toilet. And I noticed that every time I go, I would sit low. On the toilet. This toilet seat wasn't high enough. So what I did, I bought me a toilet seat that the medical toilet seat that brings your seat up to a higher level. And next thing I know, the company here was putting in new toilet seats, new toilets that brought up to code the height of the toilet. Because the toilets that they had in this place was very back in the day type toilets. You sit down and you sat so low, like, wow, if I was any taller, I couldn't sit on this thing because it's toilets. But they brought it up to code at the same time that I was buying my new toilet seat that I could be comfortable and sit on. Yeah. So they need to get more aware of what's going on with this energy, these rays, with these cell phones and things of that sort to bring these apartments. Can you imagine all these units, not only here, but everywhere that needs to be painted? You remember back in the day with this lead paint in these homes and stuff, and they had to bring that out. They had to coat that house that it what year was that? 19 something that they put lead paint in. They were painting with lead paint, but that's no good today. You got to tell people that this house has been painted with lead paint so these people can do something with that. Now, and now, so the new thing now they need to do is start painting these apartments. I know they don't want to hear it, but what's right is right to keep these rays out of these buildings that people have to live under. Baby, people pay a pretty penny. They really pay some money to live here in these apartments today. You know, ain't no more $500 and $600. That's not that. You triple, you quadruple that today. You don't pay that $500. That was back in the day. You don't pay that like you used to. And so with this new wave of rays and arrows, Amazon will meet your need with all this paint. $238 a gallon. And you come in here and you paint this apartment, and the individual that move in this place wouldn't have to be dealing with these arrows and rays in this energy type of setting with what's going on, because everybody has to use all this stuff. Everybody got to use electricity. People got their, work from home. They got to use their computers. See, somebody needs to say something, and this is my time. This is my hour to say it. They need to code it. Hey, who is that? Housing authority? Somebody need to code these apartments. Y'all need to bring these apartments up to code. And when they bring it up to code, it's on us. We got to pay another $5 or something. So people won't feel the arrows and rays, feel all that negative energy, feel all that energy, excess energy. So I hope I have said something that would help somebody. I feel like I'm going to be helped. I feel like if it wasn't intentionally, somebody was actually doing something with ray guns. They got them ray guns, electrical, tasers and lasers guns, and ain't nobody doing that. And it is actually from these towers, the energy that do what it does to bring that about in these apartments. Well, somebody should know. I'm not the only one. I'm I don't want to say it like that, but I'm gonna say it like that. I ain't nobody special. I shouldn't be the only one being attacked with extra energy. These EMF rays. I shouldn't be the only one. I ain't all that special. Somebody else is going or has gone through what I'm going through. So I brought it out, brought it to the forefront. I feel good about it. Now let somebody else expound on it, what they done gone through. And I pray that I shouldn't go through this no more. And if I do have a little energy, I can understand where I just got a little energy going on. But all in my head, all on my neck, this vein here swole because this arrow is hit inside of my neck. It has to be somebody has to be specifically pointed directly. We're gonna touch you, we're gonna hit you here, hit you there. Look, somebody should know something. So here I am. I'm glad I presented the story to you. And I'm getting ready to go. Let me see what time it is here. And I'm gonna move around. I'm about 2 minutes away from being a whole hour. That's good enough for me. And so I hope this has helped someone. Somebody can get healed. Somebody can get farther with their life out of pain. Because when you become a senior, you're going to have some pain. But over the top pain, some pain that's taken to 100 level. Oh no, that ain't real. That ain't real. Taking it to 100, no. I ain't even want to tell nobody my pain was 100. No, somebody should know what to do about that. Somebody and I'm not the only one. So get those 3 items that I spoke about. Your grounding sheets. I got some grounding shoes. I got the grounding pillows. I'm doing everything but got the EMF paint. If I have to get that, I have to talk to the front office. Can I do this? Because this ain't my home. Because I wouldn't have to mention it or speak on it to anybody. I just do me. But the castor oil is good for burning, stinging, pain, soreness. Is excellent for that. Get that, seniors. Get that, my peeps. It will help you, whether you're younger or old. If you're in pain, some of that'll help that pain. your Hims cream, that'll help you. And matter of fact, castor oil, if any guys out there doing a little shaving and stuff and they want to put some of that, because after shaving, you get that little stinging and burning, they like to put alcohol on it. You don't have to do that. Just put your little castor oil on it and see how you feel. You feel so much better. It feel good. Okay? So anyway, I'm gone. I got to go now. I got to run. It's been real. It's been real good. It's been real nice. And you all take care. Love you. Until next time.